Happy Spooptober. Something a little different as we do a Half-Life segment, perhaps the first of a couple. There's a trend of liminal space maps that have been popping up in Gmod, and I wanted to check them out. What I'll say is I had to look up the definition of liminal space to get an exact handle on it, because otherwise in my mind it's just creepy spaces. But really what it means is, it says here, the physical spaces between one destination and the next. Common examples of such spaces include hallways, airports, and streets. Doesn't sound unsettling or weird, but the way I've understood it because of internet memes is, check out this weird liminal space. I don't know. To sum it up, liminal feelings are feelings of tension and unease created by a physical liminal space or considerable change. So, I don't know, just maybe something slightly off. I guess we're going to find out, but let's take a look at some of these maps. I have a couple, and we'll see. We will see. Okay. Gotta have the crowbar out for this one. Okay. So... I'm hoping that liminal space doesn't just mean intentionally bad level design, but these maps are not designed to have any specific game modes in them, as far as I'm aware. Like, this isn't for shooting. This is just, like, weird spaces that kind of make you feel slightly uneasy. That's my understanding. Here's the thing. I would define the movie The Shining in such a way as being, like, full of liminal spaces. And especially because there's some genuinely impossible geometry. Like, there are hallways that go into places that have, like, behind them, there will be a window. And there's supposed to be a hallway there. Like, the characters just walked behind that window. So... Oh, okay. So I think Kubrick intentionally tried to fuck with people's, like, sense of space in that movie. And it's not too noticeable, it's just subtle enough. So I'm hoping this will be something similar to that, maybe. Ooh. Well, I'll tell you what, it looks good. This map definitely looks nice. I'll let you know if I'm feeling elegiac while playing this. The grocery store from hell. This was, after everybody took all the toilet paper. The thing is, I'm actually kind of expecting something to pop up. Like, almost maybe like a jump scare. But I also know that's more than likely not going to happen. Oh, this is where we started. Okay. Wait, is it? Wait. This is like almost exactly the same as the starting location, and yet it leads here. Okay. So I'm not going to try to fake any reactions. Like, if I don't really get this liminal space thing, I'll let you know. I want to understand it. Because there are pictures of liminal spaces, and you know what? I can tell you one. That Ashokan Rail Trail in upstate New York, where I mentioned it's where the Pixies recorded their last album, and I didn't even know that, and I just go there anyway. There's a trail on a rail that's like in between trees that leads to like a view of the lake and like an elevated area. I would describe that as liminal. Because it's a space connecting spots. You go for a walk there, and it just feels weird, and I like it. Okay, we've been here, so... Okay, that was the room where we started. So this is where you do your laundry. Like, it almost feels like a facility of some kind, but with no specific purpose. I would almost say this reminds me of, like, in my mind, maybe like a Pripyat type situation. Isn't that weird? Do you hear that coming from the left speaker? Like, they fell off the table, and I heard it... Huh, and I heard it in the other... ear. That's weird. Is this the one outdoor area? So is that like dust? You're playing on Gary's mod. Enjoy your stay. How do you turn that off? Holy shit, how do you turn that off? Wait, I'm Han Solo? Joseph? Mario? Noise. When the fuck did I download all these characters? I just reinstalled Gmod and these are all characters I still have. I thought I was a scientist. Why do I have Joseph? Oh, that's Dio, not Joseph. Oh no, I don't want to be... Neighbor. This is how you kill the tension. Wow, it's Mountain Dew. You know what? I'm gonna be the Skull Kid. Lockers? Why would there be lockers? Okay, this one... I mean, the source engine still looks pretty good. It has the potential to look nice. But, like, is this a swimming pool? Here's what I'm gonna say. Try to put yourself in the position of... Like, tell, like, a story in your mind. I'll tell my own story. This is what I get from this. Imagine you have to live here. You wake up, you're here, you have to live here. You don't know where you are. But you just have to figure out, okay, you just get here, you're over the fact that you've been teleported, you're not dreaming, you don't know what the fuck is happening, but now you just have to make peace with your surroundings and survive. You don't know if someone else is here with you. You don't know why you're here. You just have to figure out what you're gonna do here for the remainder of the time you have left. However long that may be. So, for me, the first thought is, okay, well, is there food? There were empty cans. So, you can do laundry. This room is useless. So... There's boxes, we get to find out what's in the boxes. Nothing. So no food here. There's that outdoor area from earlier. Very low room there on those pillars. So there's the outdoor area, which maybe you can use to escape. So you'd have to find some kind of, like, rope or any kind of tools possible to help you escape. Or at least try to. Old, yellowed computers in cubicles with seemingly, well, not even really cubicles, but workstations with no purpose, seemingly. And a waiting room. Okay. I guess if I had to try to guess a purpose, there is none. I don't see a purpose of this. Other than, indoor swimming. But why would it be like this? What could you use it for, aside from just, I guess, spending some of your time swimming as a hobby? I think I would be a little too unsettled to swim, like, for, like, you know, pleasure. In a pool that looks like that. I think I would just be too weirded out by it. Okay, empty room. Okay, empty room. Massively long hallway. Here's, okay. You're playing on Gary's mod, enjoy your stay. I'm gonna try to turn off server messages because they're ruining the vibe a little bit for me. So, kind of bad news. For some reason, my Stream Deck said pause to unpause instead of unpause to unpause, and it got me kind of confused, and I did maybe 3 minutes without knowing I was still paused. Kind of dumb. You didn't miss much, but what I discovered were vending machines, and essentially I was explaining that by logic of the game, they seem empty. So there really wouldn't be... I don't know if we're going by... like, what kind of rules are there? Because you can't check them while you're playing Gmod, but if you were here in real life, you could check them. So let's go by real life. If you were in a space like this in real life, you'd actually be able to get into the machine and see if there's anything in there. And it was just Dr. Breen's private supply of water. So here's another outdoor area that I had discovered. I also discovered, something rather strange that you'll see in a second. No, not that. Not that. Oh. You're playing on Gary's mod, enjoy your stay. So I deleted a thing that's supposed to get rid of the text. And the text is still here, so maybe if I start a new game... Oh, suitcase transports you somewhere. Okay, that's weird. Well, that room was exceedingly strange and uncomfortable, and... oh god. Oh god, we're back. Oh no. Yeah, this I don't like. This is like the back rooms, but worse. It's the Lost Woods Half-Life style, and I hate it. I'm just gonna go this way. God damn it. Oh man. I really did not do myself any favors. Random pipe? You know that's intentional. Okay, here's a different area, thank god. Some machines in here. That's still not food. Or a bed. So, if you're actually here... What the fuck are you gonna do with those tools? I don't know. Those machines. A parking garage with no way in. And no cars. Okay, so that's not going to help us very much. I think this is the way back. Okay, good, thank God. Yeah, I do not want to be there again. So there's this place, the underground, weird, like, apartment complex area. There's the end. But there was something even more interesting I found. See if I can find it. I was just there when I realized that I had, been paused. Let's see, so this... I think it connects here. So there's this that takes you back to the locker hallway. Yeah, this is weirdly unsettling, especially if you're on the special sauce. It's even a little bit creepier. The hell is that? Refrigerator I can't open. Again, I'm going to assume that with our little thought experiment, you could actually open that. At the very least, you'd be able to check and see if there's something inside of it. Though, I'm losing hope that there would be any food. Man, I really want to go to that area. There was a huge surprise. Let's just call it that. Okay, so here's the machines with the water. So now we go back here. I had discovered a skull with these empty cans of water. I think... Yep, and here's the huge surprise. This massive outdoor area with tons of apartment complexes. And also... a void of light. Doesn't look like you can actually get over this fence. But if this is what all of the outdoor areas look like, wouldn't be that great. Oh, okay, so, yeah, these are just ways to go back. Oh no, it put me in the parking garage. Oh god. Oh no, 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 no. We don't like that. Oh no. Fuck. I'm gonna do a little something here. Just a little something. Oh! Well, truthfully, I for one am glad I did this little something, because I might not have ever discovered some of this shit. So, without spoiling too much of what's down there. So, we've seen most of this area. But I want to go down here. I don't know how you get down here naturally. Oh. Okay, so this is the out... I don't know how you access this. But it looks like the area from before, because this is very distinct. Except it's all fucked up. At this point, I've lost all hope of survival in a place like this. The thought experiment has come to a bitter end. What is this place? I mean, the design doesn't really make any logical sense. It's mostly empty anyway. And that's really all it is just that there isn't upstairs of some kind. Not really anything you can access. Yeah, that's weird. I want to know how you actually get to that without, you know, flying through the fucking map. But yeah, this was a really interesting map. I think we've seen most of it. I feel like the flying part kind of ruins it a little bit, ruins the mystique of it, but also would have never discovered that extra part. So yeah, this was great. I kind of get it now. So that's a liminal space map. We're gonna do a couple more. Because there are more. Let me see if this thing worked. So I'm gonna be right back. Okay, I tried something a little different and I'm loading up a map called Liminal Hotel. The thumbnail looks like the hotel from the previous map. It kind of is. I always thought, like, hotels with indoor spaces, like big open indoor spaces, like that one fucking pyramid in Vegas, the Luxor, and, I forget, there's other hotels that I've seen where they have these massive indoor locations. I'll just leave that on. Though I will lower the music a little bit. That counts as a sound effect, not the music. Yeah, there are definite spaces that I tend to notice more. Like, big open indoor spaces are always something that I've... Like, when I was younger especially, like when I was a kid, I thought of, like, places. Like, for example, bunk bed, top bunk, being so close to the ceiling. Something about that amount of space. You know, it's a little weird to even say that, but it's true. There's also something to be said about, like, a big open field, but on all sides of the field, there's just, like, not even buildings necessarily, but just some kind of structure. And you're just in the middle of the field. Like, your imagination can kind of run away with you a little bit. The elevator seems to work. Now, the real question is, in this liminal space hotel... Oh, blood. Are any of these rooms legit? Is there anything at all in any of these rooms worth seeing? I'm gonna say no. Yeah, it's just one big liminal space hotel. And, and of course, a tribute to the back rooms. Okay, we'll check out Liminal Pool. Considering there was already a pool section. Like, that liminal space map that I started with pretty much had all of this. I actually think this design is cool. Again, would not necessarily want to swim here for recreational purposes, but... Oh, God. Man, when you're playing a first-person game and you're not just shooting monsters every 2 seconds and you can really, like, take it in and, like, see what the map looks like, even just a change of colors is enough to evoke some kind of reaction. That's it. I think that first map was, yeah, it was very large. I think it kind of set my expectations because these are very self-contained, smaller liminal space maps. GM Liminal. Welcome to Gary's Mod. We're playing on GM Liminal. Now, I don't know if I managed to get rid of the messages, because I haven't played on any of these maps as long as I did the first one. Though... I will check. Apparently you could just delete all the text inside of a file, and that would be enough. So, here's another general liminal map. I think that first one really set expectations, and was incredible. But, say you get transported here. Well, there's a book. None of these computers work. I think that's a given. There I am. Very low to the ground. I didn't expect a working mirror. This might be the liminal office map that I downloaded. This would be a very uncomfortable situation. Sitting on that chair and, like, using that computer as it, like, sits 2 feet above you. I think that's it for this one, too. There's, well, this is the boss's room. There's not really a whole lot else to this map, or most of these maps. Schlup Liminal? Oh, okay. Well, good start. Including the sound of fluorescent lights or machinery or whatever the fuck that is. Sounds like a refrigerator. Like an industrial refrigerator. Okay, so you have a bathroom here. The light's a little fucked, but don't worry about it. You can still shit if you need to. So, okay. Bathroom check. That's good. I mean, you're gonna see some weird art, but there's paint a little bit if you wish to paint. So, of all the essentials, food and water is clearly most important. Chance of escape is also important, but it looks like this is just floating in the middle of nowhere, so let's not think about escape. So, food. Is there anything to eat? Is there anything at all? That and also maybe a bed. Okay, well this is a completely different vibe, so I'm going to go back this way before I go there. Okay, cool room. Cool room. Got it. Here's another super cool room. Very, interesting set of empty rooms that we see here. Okay, here's this place again. Alright, well, just go this way. Something about carpet. I'm not going to finish that sentence, but just something about carpet. You know what's not helping? Or rather, what is helping? Just the fully cloudy sky. Just a totally, like, gray day outside. And whenever there is any connection or link to the outside, it's just gray. What the fuck are these rooms? Oh look, it's a New York City apartment. Rent is only, I don't know, $2,000 a month. How did I get in? This place makes no sense. Yeah, I know. But you'd have to imagine someone was here before you. Okay, if you want to go outside and enjoy some of the nice gray, cloudy weather, here you go. Maybe you could eat grass? I don't know. But, good luck trying to get out of here, even if you stack all of the shit. Okay, so there's a little map here that I'm not fully gonna understand. I hope I don't have to, like, press a certain, like, spot on a wall to go through a secret area, because that would be less cool. More carpet. Chairs. I mean, I guess you could stack these if you needed to try to escape a little bit. But then again, why would you want to? There's carpet here. I think part of what's not as cool about this map is that it's attempting to be, like, a little spooky. I think the first map worked well because it wasn't, like, saying anything. It just let you figure it out on your own, and now it's, like, spooky paintings and messages. It doesn't kill it at all. Okay, so that didn't work at all. Me deleting those, files did not work. I have to apparently remove the text from them and not delete them. So that's my next thing. In between maps, I'll try that. It's a minimal issue. It's not a huge... Oh, it's a casting couch. Beautiful. It's not a big issue at all, but it's a little annoying when you're trying to get some atmosphere, and then it... Welcome to Gary's Mod! Good timing. Magic vent. That vent wasn't that magic. Oh god, these fucking rooms. There's a bucket if you need to puke. Here's this map again. For the more adventurous out there. You know, I'm probably just gonna clip through the map again. There is no exit. I guess that's one way you could do a map like this and give it some kind of objective. Just look for clues and eventually try to exit the map somehow. You know, if you don't want to just have someone wander around aimlessly, that could be one way to do it. Magic vent. Can't tell if something fucky is going on. Let's see. I do genuinely wonder if there's like an exit and like all the messages are clues and there's japes and all that fun stuff. Let's see. This is an area I have not been to. Oh, okay, good. This is actually exactly where I want to be, because there were plenty of doors here I missed. And somehow I missed this door again. No food, no bed so far. So a place like this would not be the best place to randomly wake up, try to survive in. This would be... yeah, this would be bad. And this noise. The whole fucking time. Where is it coming from? What is it? What purpose does it serve? You'll never know. Yeah, the locked door. That's right, there's a locked door up there, isn't there? There's some kind of mystery here. Again, I'm not looking to play these maps for like, you know, an hour while I try to figure out how to like complete them. More weird pools. But it seems like they're hinting at some sort of mystery, some sort of like conclusion. We've been down here already. Are the walls making sounds? There's a buzzing noise if you mean that. Wall message. So we've been here. Let's see. Let's spoil it and see what's behind that locked door. If they really wanted to fuck with me, this would be the perfect time for a jump scare. No, not really anything of note in there. Maybe it's some kind of escape. But ultimately that was not really much of anything. Magic vent. Okay, so hang on. Magic vent, right? It's supposed to turn into a wall? Oh, God, I didn't even notice this. That's why it's a magic vent. Because you just it keeps turning in on itself like a fucking Ouroboros. I still don't know why the ULX admin mod is even running. It's very strange. Alright, that one was pretty good. I'm gonna try one more thing. Okay. I deleted the text. So, oh, there we go. So here's a GM liminal space, and it's the same sound. Oh god. So this feels almost like a proto version of that first one. I really started with the best one. Love when I'm playing maps like this and I hear noises in real life. That's always a great thing. Just random, like, creaking or something outside, or just a random cool noise. To just unsettle me even just a little bit more. Was that like a teleport point? What was that? Oh yeah, it was. It wasn't exactly seamless, but if it was, that would have been good because it would have fucked with my sense of yeah, it keeps doing it. It just keeps doing it. A lot of hallways have teleport points, and you can tell. There's like a brief cut. Which is a shame, because again, it would be so much more effective if that didn't happen. And you could just, like... just once in a while, every now and then, a hallway teleports you. And if it was seamless, it would be perfect to fuck with your sense of direction. But instead, it's going mental with the cuts. So... it's a very small map. It feels bigger because it keeps, like, warping you around, but... otherwise, yeah, this is an extremely small map. And again, another fucked up pool. What is it with these liminal space maps and weird pools? They are weird. They're definitely weird pools. Like, I'm not complaining that they're here because they're interesting, but, I guess someone discovered the secret to unsettling pools. Counter-Strike. I do have a couple of, actual horror maps. But, again, I wanted to keep this mostly, related to liminal spaces. But I will check out something Halloween-related. Because I feel like it will be worth it to see the comparison. And how these maps are designed to be slightly off-putting, as opposed to spooky, scary skeletons. Also, please send through the contact form any Half-Life 2 maps or Gmod maps that you may have that would work well for Halloween. It's a bit of a tradition for me to do a Half-Life 2 Halloween segment, and I love it. So if you have any ideas for something I might be able to record, let me know. Anyway, gonna check for different liminal maps that I didn't download. So I've discovered a couple things in my hunt for other maps, some of which look kind of cool. Is that a number of the maps that I've played already were based off of somewhat popular liminal space images that people have already been aware of, and they were just translated into Half-Life. Not all of them, and not entirely, but I'll give you an example. Here's a couple that I found that remind me of what I have just played. So, there's a pool. Here's some crusty corridor at night. Looks like an abandoned mall, almost. underground tunnel? Bunker? I'm not really sure. Just this. This was definitely in some of the stuff I played. There you go. Again, Kubrick kind of knew the power of weird spaces like this, long empty hallways, because this reminds me of The Shining, and it's very unsettling in that movie. Here's what I found most interesting, were the weird indoor pools, which were actually based off of real images of weird indoor pools. I'm not sure if this is built in game, this image, or if this is somewhere real. I can't actually even tell. But regardless, it's weird. Got just a couple more. Something like that. You know, something like this. Something like this. This one might be my favorite, actually. So yeah. So now I understand the whole thing a little bit better. And I guess I understand some of these maps a little bit better, too. So we'll move on to GM toilet rooms, as you do. The description for this one was like, try to find your favorite place to take a shit. It wasn't that at all. Okay, so this one has another warp point, and it's a little bit more invisible, but it's still noticeable. I'll tell you what, there's a weird bathroom at the Gotham Market on the west side of Manhattan that I was just at, that I go to every year, you know, pretty much around Comic-Con time. And the bathroom is downstairs. There's like a trough for you to wash your hands. Come to think of it, it is a weird space. I never really thought about it before, but it's a little strange. It's not like unsettling or anything, but yeah. That's it for this. The toilet rooms. Okay, that's a little bit of a shitpost. So, the end, I think it was a reference to a liminal space image. I didn't find it, but I'm going to try to find it. Because this is now the second time we've seen something with the end. So, this looks like a bookstore. Like an abandoned bookstore before it turns into a Spirit Halloween. So there's a Barnes & Noble in Staten Island that was in its own building. I really liked it. I loved the building, like the space. It was just a Barnes & Noble, but still, it was something kind of cool. And then they built like a Neo Barnes & Noble at the mall, like one floor only. Got rid of all of the personality, got rid of everything that made the first one actually comfortable to be in. Excuse me, voice crack. Oh! And now it's just like this bright, unwelcoming, like, book depository, as opposed to a place you'd want to spend time at. And like, you know, like sometimes at a Barnes & Noble you could find like a little corner and just like sit there and read. And usually people don't stop by that corner too much. It was like that. And now it just feels like, I hate to use soulless, but, you know, because Barnes & Noble, but yeah, it's a little weird. And then it got turned into a Spirit Halloween, and now it's not anymore. So I don't know what they're doing with that building. It's just been there, rotting. But it reminds me a little bit of this. So, cool looking space. Here's one. Zombie apocalypse, right? You have enough food to last you for long enough, and you just have to survive, because outside is a complete disaster. You don't know how long. You don't know how bad it's actually going to be, but you just know you can't go outside. Could be a month, could be a year. And you're stuck in here. And here's what you have. You have some food. I'm going to go ahead and invent some food that's not here. You have a fire hydrant. Phones don't work. For entertainment, you have a couple books. Here's some there, some there. Okay, back door, so you can barricade that. You've got some tables, some chairs, but mostly just a couple books to keep you occupied. You can move some stuff around to try to, like, barricade the doors. There's some magazines here. You might be able to use, like, some of this stuff as a bed. Not really anything comfortable. Let's see if there's any cushion of any kind. I guess you could sleep on the magazines. I guess you could, like, stack them. But otherwise, these cushions, you could maybe rip the cushions off and stitch them together somehow. Sleep on those. You probably don't want to sleep too close to an entrance or the exit. So what you could maybe try to do is move this stuff so that it's like, maybe, I don't know if this is movable or if it's bolted, but you could probably figure that out. Maybe even apply a little bit of force. And what I would do is this. I would try to move as much of this as I could to these doors so they're completely, so you can't really see in, and they're more secure because you don't know who's going to get in. Right? Then I would turn this into its own separate room. And I would probably try to, like, have, like, an overhang. Maybe, like, you could use this wood. And you could put it on top. Like, even just in between here. Like, you could probably even put the cushions down here. Put the wood up here, wood up here, wood up here. And then you can close it off. So that, like, if there is something that you have to worry about, you're in your own little space. And you're not immediately noticeable. And then maybe you could even make, like, a secret exit here. So if you need to leave in a hurry, you can just bounce. Yeah, I really like this map. I don't know why. I kind of like these liminal space maps. They're kind of interesting. Okay, I was paused again for a second because I wanted to look something up, and I found some interesting stuff. First thing I found is, this is the image that map was based on. And from what I understand, this is the end of, the end. It's the closing of a Borders bookstore. And apparently the employees were just fucking around and playing, like, a closing joke, which is why they have the end sign. But then I found this, and I don't know if this is real, or, if it's the same place. Why does one say the end and the other one says the end is near? That I don't have information on. It's just weird. Also found this, which makes a lot more sense now that this exists. See, I wasn't, like, really all that privy to a lot of these famous liminal space images, so for me, just experiencing it, I was like, oh, okay. But it's the Terminal 4 Holiday Inn Express London Heathrow Airport. That's where this is. And I think one of the reasons it's weird is because you don't even see any, like, ways in. like, what do you do in this courtyard? I don't know, man. Strange. Very strange. There's a couple other places. What was the other one? Liminal Archive. Let's try that one. Here's the canteen. Okay, so first check is there food? I'm gonna say yes. It looks crusty and old, but within that fridge, there could possibly be some food, so you could maybe live here. Maybe there's a little bit of food. Okay, next. Is there a place to reasonably, like, sleep? Or escape? Okay, not that way. Oh, strange noise. There's something about the Source engine that really, really works for maps like this. Cool evacuation plan. Archive 06 will be completely disbanded by August 5th, 2008 due to loss of one employee and lack of finance. Head of department. Okay, so you got a bathroom. This reminds me a little bit of that IKEA game I played last year with the weird stuff. You know, the weird stuff? You know what I'm talking about. So you got some cardboard boxes you could sleep on, but nothing particularly cushioned. Just newspapers and cardboard boxes. I guess that's something. Huh. Uranium mines accident. The explosion came from bombs. They're explosives at the rails leading to the drilling zones. 27 people died, 30 are in intensive care. Skin burned. Turned black to a black crust. One person after irradiation before 50-degree fire broke out from honey. Part of the 8th block. What? What the hell's going on here? The guards did not find anything suspicious. Okay, I'm reading that very quickly. Clearly. But still. Alright. Well, that's this map. Oh! You found the secret. I clipped through the wall. So there's another secret. There's this. Oh, okay, there's a vent. Someone... Oh, and there's a mattress. So someone had the same idea as me. They found their own little space to live in. And I wonder what I don't have installed. That's kind of a cool little map. Okay. I think I did this one, but I want to double check because bad memory. Yeah, it's loading very quickly, so I probably did this one. Yeah, it's that sound. Okay, so... Space, a little pool. Wow, what the fuck is Hell Resort? I keep seeing it and I have to find out what it is, because I might have played this years ago, and it's still just here for some reason. Good. Nice. Error. Oh, I think maybe because I have TF2 missing. Yeah, there's a bunch of textures I'm missing. It's probably TF2 that's not installed at the moment. Also, this is not a liminal space map. And, it looks like a claustrophobic clusterfuck. Okay. GM alternate ending. Seriously, if they slip just one jump scare into a liminal space map, whoa. It would, it would really fuck me up. I guess I'm just stuck down here, so we'll just go back up now. And, not go back there again. Okay, that's a little weird. Yep, more weird pools. Except now I understand why there's so many fucking weird pools. Aside from them just being effective as ways of creating a feeling of some level of uncomfortability. Just some weird fucking images of real indoor pools that are just strange. Wasn't there somehow... Oh. It's the Winchester house with like hundreds of rooms that someone built because they were afraid of ghosts. And they thought that if they made their house into a maze, that it would confuse the spirits. Wasn't there a terrible movie made on this concept? Or I think it's terrible, at least, I don't know. How do you make a good movie out of that concept without it being schlock? But there's definitely places in real life where the person who designed it was like mental in regards to the way they built it, like on purpose, making things like dead ends and strange little corners and corridors and just stuff that generally makes no sense. There's probably plenty of shit like that. But anyway, that's this map. Definitely a bit weird. Yeah, it's strange, all right. And then there's GM Dark Freeway. There might be more liminal space maps, but these are just the ones that I found on the workshop from typing liminal. So. And some didn't have any ratings, and some looked very incomplete, or some were just kind of carbon copies of other ones. This kind of reminds me of the beginning of that game Lost in Vivo. Looks like we're actually making progress. I say progress, but really to what ends is any of this? Whoa. Whoa. Okay, whoa. Alright. Cool atmosphere on this one. Again, this might not be the most exciting thing for some of the viewers out there in the world, because really nothing happens. but it's just weird. Like driving on something like this, I would notice it. I'd be like, wait, something's off. Also because these, what would you even call these, like, barriers? Are like fucking half pipes. Like this would be a Tony Hawk map. Alright. Well, I think that's all the liminal stuff that I have at the moment. I have some maps called Screamer, but I don't think I want to actually do that because that just sounds awful. There's a lot of fucking TF2 maps. What I will do is I downloaded a Halloween map. Just whatever the first one was that, you know, had good ratings. And I want to check it out. Let me make sure I did all the rest of these. Yeah. Yep, I did. Okay, so just as a preview of what I hope to maybe be doing next is just some Halloween-themed stuff. This probably doesn't necessarily have anything liminal space related in it. Maybe a little bit, unintentionally. But I think it's just like a... It's supposed to just be like a... I don't know if it's a roleplay map. Or it's just Halloween themed. But... just to capture a bit of the atmosphere of Halloween. Spooky graveyard, pumpkins, jack-o'-lanterns. I guess a place to, look at that. Instant atmosphere added. It seems like it's just a place to just, like, you know... just chill. It's weird. Something about Scooby-Doo's cold, lifeless, vibrating corpse that makes me even more uncomfortable than the map itself. Hmm. Zero results for pumpkin. Oh wait, no, there's pumpkin right here. There's plenty of pumpkin stuff. How do you exit this? Oh. Okay, I just wanted to see what Halloween-related props I had. But I guess the Halloween maps that I traditionally like are the ones that you go through kind of like a haunted house. Where, you know, it's someone made, not necessarily scares, but yeah, there are scares too. Just moody, atmospheric things where you walk around and you get to see some spooky things. That would be exactly the kind of thing I would like to play for Halloween. Halloween. This is Halloween. But some of these maps are really just designed for roleplay. Like, it's Gmod after all, you know? You know, and you could spawn your own props. I mean, when I first got Gmod, this was one of my favorite things to do. Was like build little scenes, take pictures. I guess it was before social media, too, so you couldn't really get bonus points for making the funny images as easily. Ah! Do they not have any AI? Oh god, it's neighbor. Oh no! Now it's a horror game. Let me see if I can maybe get a... No, this isn't... You know what? This is not thumbnail worthy. Because honestly, that's not what this is supposed to be. This is a liminal space showcase. I'm just showing a Halloween map just to be a jackass for a little bit. When the clown gets scared, it not only perspires, but it, like, A-poses to assert dominance. The fuck? I like how it was a combine in disguise. Jesus. But yeah, I haven't played Gmod in a while, so I don't really even know what's fully possible anymore. Like, I used to make the weird vehicles. They must be destroyed. The tubbies. Well, I didn't expect to see that on today's video. A fucking garden gnome just killed Jason. Very good. Okay. God, I haven't played Gmod in a long time, and now there's just weird things happening, so... Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Alright, well, oh, there's a lot of stuff in this map. There's, like, a lot more of this map than I expected. The Wicker Man? Spooky cutouts? Happy Halloween. Do you remember when I revisited the Half-Life Halloween Swiss cheese stuff? I think I did it that last year. I revisited some of that stuff. And the nostalgia goggles blinded me. Yeah, I remember that too. But, yeah, this is a good little spooky town. Graveyard. Anything else? Got another, location. Haunted barn, of course. Haunted hayride. Alright. I think that'll do it. So anyway, yeah, Spooptober is upon us. It's 11 days, at the time of me recording this, 11 days into October. So I'm going to try to do more one-off stuff like this. It's not going to be as extensive a Spooptober as usual, because I'm doing less in general. But I'll try to do a couple things every now and then. One-off, and then there's a game I'd like to also play that might be of some interest to some of you. Anyway, thank you for watching the Liminal Space stuff. This isn't really an ending to the Liminal Space showcase, but that stuff was pretty interesting. And once again, I'd like to also bring you some more Half-Life Halloween maps if possible. And willing to take suggestions. So, thank you all. Thank you, as always, for your attention, for watching, and for discovering this strange world of liminal spaces with me. Until next time. Pumpkin.